Hiya, today we're going to make some cupcakes and we're going to do some buttercream icing as well. For the cupcakes you need 2 medium eggs, 100 gram of self-raising flour, 100 gram of caster sugar and 100 gram of butter. For the buttercream we are going to use 6 ounce of silver spoon icing sugar and 3 ounce of spreadable butter. If you're going to use the hard butter, just give it a zap in microwave for about 10 seconds or so, just to make it mix easier. Yeah, and 4 drops of, this is Madagascar vanilla extract, okay? And then we'll get back to you. Right, we've weighed out our ingredients, so now we're going to mix in our butter and our sugar. So what we'll do is we'll come back to you when we've mixed it in a bit, okay? Right, so now we've mixed in our butter and our sugar, and we're going to add our eggs. We always crack our eggs in a Pyrex so you can look up and see if you've got any shelling, because you don't want any shelling, do you? And then we're just going to pop that straight in and mix this in as well. So we'll do that and then we'll get back to you, okay? Right, we've mixed in our eggs as well. So now what we're going to do is sift in our flour. So just do that, pop it in, get it all out and sift it in like that so no lumps in it or anything. So we'll just do that and then we'll get back to you, okay? Right, so we've sifted in your flour, so what we're going to do now is mix it up. And then you're going to mix it for about 5 minutes. You can either do it with a blender, or if you haven't got a blender, you can do it with a fork and whip it round, but it needs to be going about 5 minutes. So we'll do that and then we'll get back to you. Right, what we're going to do now as well is add 4 drops of vanilla essence. So just take the top off, tip it and drop it in to 4 drops, okay? So we'll do that and then we'll get back to you. Right, we've whipped it up with your fork and a mixing spoon, and ideally you want it so it's like this, dropping. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put our individual cupcake holders out, and we're going to do 12 with this. So what we'll do is lay these out and then we'll get back to you, okay? Right, we've laid out 2 cupcake bases. Now what we're going to do is spread them out evenly. So you want to get about the same amount in each one. You're better off to use a dessert spoon to do this. So we're going to do that, make them all even, and then we'll get back to you. Or we tried a bit as well, just to make sure that it was okay.
Yeah, it was fine, wasn't it?
Okay. Right, we've laid them out. We're doing 12 with these because it makes a good 12. And then we're going to turn our oven on to 180 degrees. Ours is a fan assisted. We're going to let it warm up till it gets to the correct temperature. And then we're going to bob them in for 15 minutes, okay? So we'll get back to you. Right, while we're waiting for that to warm up to put them in, we're going to do our 6 ounce of icing sugar and our 3 ounce of butter, get them out, and then we'll show you what to do, okay? Right, so we've measured the butter and our icing sugar out, so we're going to mix it together now to make the buttercream. We like to do it on a paper towel with butter, then we don't muck scales up and then we're not making up on the washing up, are we? So we're going to drop the butter in there. You watched me, didn't you? You saw me do it, yeah.
Yeah, I spotted that one.
Stick that in there. Stick that in here. And we're going to mix it in. Now, with buttercream, you can add flavours to it. So you could add vanilla, you could have lemon, you could have almond. And you have a story about almond and marzipan, don't you?
Me and my sister, yeah.
What happened?
We did buy a whole block of it with our pocket money and sat and ate it. It's totally disgusting. But
And we ill after.
Not really, no.
Oh, okay. You can as well put a bit of brandy in there in the buttercream.
Well, you could.
It's up to you. Okay, right, so we're going to mix this in and then we'll get back to you. Okay. Right, we've mixed up your buttercream and it's like that now. There's no icing sugar and anything separate. It's all together. And then we're just ready to pop it on top when they come out of the oven and they cool. Okay, so we'll get back to you. Right, the light's gone out in your oven. So I'm going to pop these in now. Middle shelf. I'm going to leave it for 15 minutes, and usually that's all it takes, okay? So I'll set an alarm for 15 minutes and then we'll get back to you. Hiya, right, they've been in 15 minutes, so what we're going to do now is turn it off and get them out. And this is what they look like. Now, to make sure that they're cooked, we're going to stick a knife in like that, and if it doesn't stick, then they're cooked, okay? So what we're going to do is let them cool, and then we'll get back to you. Okay? Right, they're cool now, so what we're going to do is pipe them. Okay? And then when you've done them all any way you want, make sure you pop them in a plastic tub and put the lid on, and that will keep them moist. Okay? And that's about it.